So 9.2, we're talking about the arithmetic sequence, and we'll do some partial sums again, but arithmetic, there's a common difference, so we use the D, imagine that, for common difference. So with an arithmetic sequence of numbers, you can add or subtract to keep going down the line of the sequence. So the sequence in which the difference between consecutive terms is always the same as the definition. Yesterday, we did this, which was y equals mx plus b. We talked about how you put the slope or the difference in front of the variable, and then we would take the sequence and we went back and we got a sub 0, right? That's what we did yesterday. If you look on your pink formula sheet that I gave you a couple weeks ago, this is the one that we more often will be using in pre-calc because it allows me to just go ahead and use, well, it's right here underneath there, but a sub 1 is the first term. So a lot of times when they list out the sequence, you get that first term. I don't have to go backwards to get a sub 0. I can just plug it in there. And to do that, n minus 1 is kind of like setting your variable backwards 1. So instead of going back to actually find the previous term, you can just set it backwards 1. So we'll use that one more often. So quickly, we will double check to see if these are indeed, well, actually they come out and tell you their arithmetic sequence. Find the common difference. So what is 8 minus 5? What is 11 minus 8? What's 14 minus 11?
3.
8 minus 5 is 3. 11 minus 8 is 3. 14 minus 11 is 3. So my common difference is 3. So D equals 3. Now, notice how I did that? I took the next number in the sequence minus the one in front of it. The next one minus the one in front. The next one minus the one in front. It's easy to just look at numbers like the next one and write down 4. But when you do that, what's happening? It's really 11 minus 15, 7 minus 11, 3 minus 7, which is negative 4. So with your common difference or arithmetic sequence, increasing, if the numbers are getting larger, your D will be positive. If they're getting smaller, your D is negative. Pretty obvious, but it is easy for our brains and eyes not to work together and mess it up. Even with fractions, they're kind of cumbersome to work with, but you could say 2/3 minus 1. What is that? Negative 1/3. 1/3 minus 2/3 is also negative 1/3. 0 minus 1/3. Yeah, negative 1/3. Got it? D is negative 1/3. Okay? Any questions on finding? Pretty simple. Okay, for 2, A, B, C, I want you to work with someone near you. You should always check all of them, because if somebody's going to trick you, is this arithmetic or not, they're going to have a few of them be the same number for a little bit, and then change it at the end. Does that make sense? So they might do 3 of the differences that are the same, and then that 4th one is the one that changes. So check all of them. If it is arithmetic, write down D equals, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to pause it, and you guys do the work. So those are your answers?
Yes.
So on the first one, I'm saying 6 minus 3, and I'm writing my differences underneath this way. As long as you do it in the correct order, that's fine. 6 minus 3 is 3, but 7 minus 6 is only 1. So I don't have to continue on there. Once I have common difference, that is not consistent throughout the problem, we're done. You don't have to continue checking them out. But this is what I'm talking about here. Even though you've had 2 -5s in a row, don't assume the next one is also that way. So, no, yes, no, good. Okay, find the 7th term of the arithmetic sequence with common differences 5 and first term 9. When you go back and look at the formula, this is what I'm talking about. We're going to use this one that I circled in blue. That's right on your formula sheet. You'll have that available to you on the test. So, they ask you to put the first term here, plus n minus 1 times your d. So all you have to do is, my answer for the 7th term, my a sub 7, will be equal to, they're identifying the first term as 9. Because I'm looking for the 7th term, that sets my n value to be a 7. And then d is 5. So basically it's all sitting there for us. So we have 7 minus 1, which is 6, times 5, which is 30, plus 9. So my a sub 7, or my 7th term, is 39.